So this is the garden. Standing at the very edge of the house, that's the compost pile. These are the three, actually the little tiny yellow squash, I don't know why it's so tiny. Maybe the house blocks it out a little bit. But this thing is just monstrous. I can't even believe. This has to be like 12 square feet covering. It's ridiculous. This one's catching up. I've been getting like 2 or 3 squash every day. Or, I'm sorry, black zucchini. These are all peppers. This is the big onion patch. We've picked about 40. So there's some holes in there. As you can see right there. A couple holes. Some of them are getting huge for it just being June. What is it? June 14th, 15th? Like, look at that guy. As big as my fist. We're getting some peppers. We're going to have a lot of tomatoes. These are things that my dad and I rigged up because those little tiny tuna cages, like the ones that you see over there, didn't work very well last year. Green beans down this whole row. I planted that one first because there used to be peas here, and we transplanted the beans out, or the peas out, and put in the beans. I don't know if this will work, but those chicken-wire things were where the peas used to be. So we just left them in there. Eggplant. That one we started way early, so got big earlier. Something's been eating them. Put organic snail bait out at the bottom. Tomatillos. They're covered in tomatillos. There's going to be so much green salsa. Spring onion patch for tiny onions. Artichokes. All of these, especially from here, 4 down, like these huge ones, put out like 20 artichokes each. They look really sickly now, but they deserve to feel however they want because they did a really amazing job. This one was a new one. These 3 are new ones. So they didn't do as good, but still. And then more tomatoes. I think it's altogether there's a big boy. That's a hillbilly tomato. 2 early girls. That's a mystery tomato. Mortgage lifter. It's huge. But the better boy's bigger. Then 3 Roma tomatoes. Margarita variety. All of those are sort of random. They just sort of popped up in the yard and we just transplanted them. So I don't really know what they are. That's a cherry tomato, and we had the best cherry tomatoes last year. Super good. Also a mystery tomato. Also a mystery tomato. This one I bought at Big Bear. It's a Prusner. I honestly bought it because the tomato's pretty colored. Better Boy, we bought that at Home Depot or at Lowe's or something. And this is probably going to be a cherry tomato too. Yeah. Oh, and there's beans going to grow up around that tree. It just looks like poles anyway. They have flowers. Sort of. They were doing okay. We had gladioluses all up here, but it's getting too hot for them, so I cut off the flower stems. Yep. That's the garden.